What's going on today? Today I'm going to be going over a couple of the websites that I shop on and some of the people that I purchase bearded dragons from. Some people that I trust and think they do a good job with breeding. First, this website that you see right here is Fauna Classifieds. You can find all different types of reptiles on this website. I mainly go here and check for 3 different categories. See here. But you can pretty much find everything on here. I go to the bearded dragon. Section. And then it's just like all different types of bearded dragon breeders. They paid a little extra to keep their website posted up here. Some of these are outdated and no longer have websites, but most of them still are going. But right here you see all the different dragons that are available. So whenever I'm shopping for a dragon, I come check on here. If I'm looking to price some of my dragons, I come on here and check and see what the going price is, so I'm not lowballing the community. So I come on here, and you can see that's one of my ads here. It's a female translucent leatherback, 66% probable head whiplet. She's still available. No one's picked her up yet. But there's a couple of different people on here. You could check their research. You could check their websites and research them, and see if there's someone that you would like to buy from. But yes, this is one of the websites I go to. Also go on this website to see if they can find any cheap feeders. They have a feeders. They have a feeders menu too. Let me go on here. Right here. Different types of feeders. They have frozen rodents, dubias, crickets, superworms, all different vendors. Sometimes you'll find people just like you and I that have their own collections and they're getting out of it, and then they selling the whole colony for a ridiculous good price. So I come on here and check and see so I can get as many deals as possible. Another thing I do a lot is I watch a lot of YouTube, and I follow a lot of snake people. This right here is Justin Kaboka. I was watching his video and he had something that I found that I should show you guys. Let me see if I can locate it. It's about genetics, a little bit how they work. I think he explained it very well as far as recessive and codominance. I'll put a link to this video so you can watch the full thing, but this is the part that I was.
Drill right down to it and you look at this simple different way, recessive and codoms.
Rewind it a little bit.
Alright, this is something kind of interesting. It's a different way of looking at recessives versus codoms. And it's a way that simplifies the whole outlook on how these genes work and how the genes are passed. So what you realize is if you drill right down to it and you look at this simple different way, recessive and codoms actually work exactly the same. And once you trick your mind into thinking of it that way, it makes it much simpler to do these math problems in your head. Okay, so on recessive...
Let me pause it right there. I've been thinking this way for a couple of years now. They pretty much work exactly the same once you know what you're looking for and how they work. They pretty much are exactly the same. Just want to take an extra step. Let me get back to that part. Alright.
Work exactly the same. And once you trick your mind into thinking of it that way, it makes it much simpler to do these math problems in your head. Okay, so on recessive, we're just going to do it, and we're going to talk about how they're the same. On the recessive, you're going to have a het. We're going to do it simple, het to a het. Okay, so you have a, say let's do a pied, so we go a small pied gene, and it's going to have a normal gene, that's male, and we're going to have a pied gene and a normal gene, the female, so it's het to het. Okay, over here, we're going to do a pastel to a pastel. All right, so we all know you do pastel to pastel, 1 and 4 will be super pastel. You do pied to het pied to het pied, 1 and 4 will be pied. So we're already kind of onto it a little bit. All right, so what can be passed? The male will pass a pied gene and a normal gene. The female will pass a pied gene and a normal gene. And so if we do this pairing, we're going to get a pied, 1 and 4, a het pied, and then a normal. Okay, now let's look at this one. So over here, we're going to get a pastel and normal gene, pastel, normal gene. We're going to get a super pastel with 2 copies of the pastel gene, a pastel with a copy of the pastel, copy of the normal, another pastel, and then a normal. Look at this, you see the similarities. Suddenly we have a visual pied, a visual super pastel. It works the same way. You get a normal. Same 1 and 4 for normal, same 1 and 4 for a visual super of the codon or a visual of the recessive. So where it's a little different is here we have 2 het pieds and a normal. All of these look normal. That's the difference. But we still have 2.
Even though you're talking about ball pythons, recessives and codons work the same in bearded dragons as well. Your codon is going to be like leatherback, dunner. Well, dunner would be a dominant because there's no visual super form. But leatherback will be a codon, and then recessives would be like translucent, whip-blit, zero, hypo. And there is a recessive leatherback as well. But pretty much what I'm saying is recessives and codons work the same in both bearded dragons and snakes and other reptiles.
Of the heterozygous for the super pastel, 2 that are a single copy, 2 that are the single copy. The only difference is you don't know which 2 of these 3 are the hets and which one's the normal. Over here you do know. So that's why we know that 2 out of every 3 normals are going to be het pied. That means there's a 2/3 chance or 66% chance that any of these normals will be het pied.
So that's what I mean when you see me post dragons for sale and they're 66% probable hit. It means pretty much 2 out of every 3 has a gene in it. But the problem is you can't see it, so we have to label it as 66% probable hit.
So that's why we know, we call this one a pied, and then these 3 will be 66% hets. Over here, these would be 66% hets as well if pastel wasn't visual, but because it is, we can pick out the normal, and we can pick out the pastels, the same 1 and 4 for the super. It works exactly the same way. The only difference is what you know and what you don't know about the offspring.
Hey guys, so for part of this week's vlog, I'm getting ready for the Arlington show that's coming up this weekend, and I figured I'd just prep everything here on camera, let you guys kind of see all this.
Okay, thought that was a good explanation of how the genes work, codon and recessive. Another website I like to shop at is, I actually bought my first bearded dragon from this website, which is Dashu Bearded Dragons. They post pretty much every Sunday, as long as they're not doing a show or something. Because they do a lot of shows, but they sell out almost as soon as they post it. So, but they have some nice dragons and some very good prices. They don't include the shipping costs in the prices, but the prices are still pretty good overall for the quality. That's a whip-blitz for, let me see how much that was, $250 for a whip-blit, plus shipping, so it'll probably be around $320. That's a website that I like to go to. Let's see here. I purchased, again, my first 2 dragons I purchased from them. My first 2 online dragons. My first actual dragon was purchased from Petco. And then shortly after, I ordered 2 dragons from them. And KP Critters, I purchased a lot of dragons from him. He does some nice dragons. He sells out pretty fast as well, so it'd be better if you follow him on Instagram, and he'll post when he's gonna have something for sale, and then it'll be on sale on his website. Some nice dragons. These are already sold, but good color on it. This is my buddy Lizard of Oz. I don't know if he has anything available right now, but you can also go to this website to buy like Patchi grill pie and things like that. He got a YouTube channel as well. It's loading right now. See if you have anything available. The weather's bad out here right now. It's kind of cloudy. It looks like it's gonna rain, so that's probably why my internet is going slow. I'll come back to that one. Josh Davenberger, you might know him as Phantom Dragons. Very good breeder. He only sells off his Facebook, which is Phantom Dragons Inc. He sells out very fast as well, but it has some top-notch quality. Just some of the stuff. If you're on Facebook, go on Facebook and check him out. A lot of the stuff I learned from Josh Davenberger and Vicky Dashu, the Dashu Dragons, from my early days. I used to pick their brains as much as possible. I met Josh. I see Josh pretty much at every show. Speak with him. Very cool guy. But yeah, if you're on Facebook, go follow them if you're not already following them, and you can get dragons from them. You might be able to contact them and see if they have something available that's not posted. Let me see here. Let's see if this one loaded yet. Yep. He don't have anything posted on the website yet, but you can contact him on Facebook and on Instagram at Lizard of Oz LLC, and contact him directly to see if you have anything that isn't posted on here. He's a nice breeder as well. Okay. Also today I'm gonna be doing an unboxing. I got some feeders in today. I'm gonna post that video tomorrow though, so if you're not subscribed and you'd like to see that, go ahead and subscribe. I just wanted to do this video to show some of the websites that I go to when I'm just surfing the internet, and I'm most of the time on YouTube. I follow a lot of reptile people that breed all types of reptiles. I'm interested in all reptiles pretty much. So yeah, I'm on YouTube a lot. And I'll try to shop. I'm gonna watch this video. I think that's pretty cool. Brian got some new snakes in. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Again, I'm gonna add this video to this, the link to this video in the description, so you can go watch the full video. Let's see if you have any other information that you find useful. I just wanted to show you that the way he was describing it, the codoms and recessives. I thought it was an easy way to understand it. Oh yeah, I have one more little secret you can do. If you're using these types of UVBs with this type of fixture, you should not be using these type of fixtures. You need the full spectrum, so you need the tube that's almost as long as the full cage. So you need the fluorescent bulbs, like this. Right here on Chewy, they're $18.33, and it's free delivery. $18.33 is a pretty good price. If you don't want to wait, what you can do is you can take this ad and Petco or PetSmart, they will price match it. So if you go directly to PetSmart or Petco and you see these, they'll probably be like around $40 in there, and the price is gonna vary depending on the size of the tube. So this one right here is 18 inch. Let's see how much of 24 inches on here. 23, 28. They're usually around $40 and right around $40 at Petco and PetSmart. So if you take this in or show them this on your phone, they'll price match it. I learned that from my buddies over at Patchi Dragons. I don't do either way. I usually buy in bulk and save a little bit more. But if you're just needing one fluorescent bulb, you just have one dragon. You should be replacing these like every 6 months. So if you only have one dragon, this would probably be a better option for you. You don't have to buy so many at once. But you can go ahead and price match it on your local PetSmart or Petco, so that you can get a lower price, almost half price. That's another thing that I learned. So I'm always trying to find ways around paying the maximum amount. The best way to save on money is to buy bulk. But if you only got one to two animals or something like small amount, it's not really feasible for you to be buying bulk on everything. I have a lot of dragons, so buying bulk works for me in both ways. I need it, and it's a little cheaper. Actually, a lot cheaper in most ways, but I'm paying a lot of money at once just to save in the long run. So go to Chewy.com. You might be able to print it out or something. I'm not sure on the exact specifications on the price match. But you can call up there and see what you need in order to get the price match. Just call PetSmart or Petco and do that and save yourself about $20. Yeah, that's one of the things. And on Fauna, you can, where'd Fauna go? Right here. On Fauna, they also have a section for like supplies. The only thing with buying supplies on here is if they're not in your local state, you pay a lot on the shipping, especially if you're buying like Cajun and things like that. But there's sections for pretty much everything on here. They have arboreal boas, you can see here. Different types of boas, ball pythons, corns, pine bull snakes, indigo snakes, rosy boas, agamids, chameleons, iguanas, monitors, tegus, other lizards, turtles and tortoises. I go on turtles and tortoises a lot too. I really have an interest in tortoises. I don't own my own house right now, but once I do, I'm gonna get back into some tortoises. If you've seen some of my older videos, you see that I have some leopard tortoises, some pardalis. They're giant South African tortoises. They get bigger than a regular leopards, and they're a little bit more personable. They like follow around, sort of like a cicada, and they're not as shy as the Bobcocky. And they're a little bit more rare. So when I buy a house, I'm gonna try to give me an adult pair of those. They take about 15 years to sexually mature, and I'm already mid-30s, so I'll be looking for an adult pair so that I don't have to wait 15 years to start trying to pair them up. But fauna, I'm on here at least once a day. I used to post exclusively on here. You can see here, you can see a lot of posts that I had. This is my page on here. You can see some of my comments from people that I've sold to. Right there. You can pause it here if you want to read those comments or messages. But I'm just going on here to see how many. If you go on here to my statistics, you can find all the posts that I've ever posted on here. You can do that for anybody that's on here as well. So I sold a lot of dragons on here. And some of these I had posted on my Facebook as well. So I may have sold on my Facebook prior to me selling it. But I sold a lot off of this website. But if you have a question, if you go on here and you see a dragon or some type of reptile that you like, you can go to the BO. They got a board of inquiry, so you can check their name on there and see if they have any bad complaints on them. You just go here. You'll go here and you can see. It's a place on here that you can search specific names, so you can double check and see if someone that you're gonna buy have any bad reviews or anything associated with this website. Another one is Morphe Market. They really don't have that many dragons on there at the time, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna start growing. They're more like a ball python type of website at this time, but they do have a couple of dragons on there, and they're trying to expand. I don't really go on that one as much unless I'm looking at ball pythons. Like I said, I really have an interest in other reptiles, but right now I'm limited to. I have 4 species right now. I have Palearis spiny tail iguanas. They're outside in a cage, they're asleep. I have some Russian tortoises. I have a 1.3, so 1 male, 2 females. They're also outside asleep as well. I have Egyptian Uromastyx and bearded dragons. I used to have a melanistic lacerda. I used to have crested geckos. Used to have panther geckos. Used to have ball pythons. I had a pretty sizable collection. I had like 22 snakes. I only bred one time. Produced some. I did pretty much the first breeding that most people used to do at that time was a bumblebee to a normal, and made bumblebees from it, and normals and pastels and spiders. But yeah, I'm only exclusively breeding bearded dragons at this time until either I find an adult male. If you see here, I've been looking for adult male Egyptian Uromastyx. See here. I even posted wanted ads here. Had a couple of responses, but most people only have females if they do have them. Right there. I had a response from that guy, but he stopped responding to me, so still looking for a male if you know anyone. let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook. But yeah, hopefully some of this information was helpful for you guys. I don't always have dragons available, so any of those people that I mentioned in this video, I trust in and will buy from again. So I trust in sending you guys their way. Like I said, I don't always have stuff available, and I try to help anyone. I'm not trying to be the only person to sell dragons in the world. I know it's a lot of people. I just want everybody that want a dragon to be able to get a dragon, even if I don't have any available at the time. Please get a dragon. I know if you're anything like me and like reptiles, once you get one, you're gonna want multiple. And maybe your next dragon will be for me, and even if it isn't, so be it. Enjoy your new pet from whoever you're getting it from. But those four people that I mentioned, all I purchased from personally. I have a couple more that I purchased from as well. I can't think of their names right off the top. Well, Heather Moy, I purchased from her. I did a couple of trades with her as well. Let's see, Alicia's Dragons. I got a couple of dragons from her. But yeah, you guys have a good one. I just had to turn the camera back on and let you guys know about those fluorescent bulbs. Please switch over to those. I know a lot of the bearded dragon kits at the pet stores come with the double dome and stuff like that. That's not adequate for the UVB output. It's good UVB for that one spot. When the dragon is not in that spot, it's not receiving any UVB. So it'd be better to get the full spectrum, the long tube that's almost the full length of the cage. So wherever they're at in the cage, that they always gets a UVB, and then you just have the heat lamp on one side. That way they go there to get the heat, and then when they go on the other side, they're not in the heat, but they're receiving UVB. All right, have a good one, guys.